Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to GMTV. This is GMTV. We give you all the news, latest news around the world, most especially in Africa. Yeah, just a quick one. You see these two people on this picture. You see they're so treacherous in a way whereby if they need something, they will talk good about you. If they need something, they will say anything that you want to hear or anything that will please you. They will say everything for you to notice them. But in a case whereby some people do kind of something that is no good, later they'll turn back against you if you don't notice them. Like Kanayo was even campaigning with Peter Obi, encouraging people to vote for him. And at the same time, when he lost now, he changed his mind. He said Peter Obi will soon be arrested. He said, watch out. So which means it's not really for Peter Obi with a genuine mind. And also this Fani Kayode as well. It's also the same thing. Both of them are two-faced people. They will turn back against you if you don't listen to what they want, and also turn back against you if you're not saying the right thing that they want to hear. There's an analysis on this video, of which I will play now, from Simon Ekpa, how he exposed two of them of being treacherous or being two-faced. It's good to be good. It's good to say the right thing, so that people will understand. Don't change at any time in any circumstances. Yes, today, if today is your first time of coming across our channel, please do us a favor to subscribe, also like, comment as well, and share our videos for other people to see the video. And when you click on subscribe, you see the notification bell will turn black. That's when you know you will receive all our messages and videos that we upload at any time. Yeah, I'm going to play you the video now. This is for Simon Ekpa, how he analyzed everything about these two-faced men that is on this picture. Watch out for this video. Thank you and God bless you.
What is the similarity? What is the similarity between Femi Fani Kayode and Kanayo Okanayo? All these people are the same species of human beings. They are just example of a confused people. Confused. So I want you to watch. I want all of you to understand one thing. You see, this man here,
cause of wars, attacks, are geared towards putting fear into the Igbos to live where they are. And that is not going to work. They want them to flee to the east and return after the elections.
I want you, because we can never finish, analyzing this video. You see this video? This particular video is very important in this whole election fraud and all that. This video you are watching, this video is very, very important. I will continue to make reference to this video. Today, this same man who you see speaking here, some of them are the real problem of Ndi Igbo. Some of these people, they are the biggest problem of Biafra people. They are the biggest problem, and people follow them foolishly. You see this man who was telling you that we must not run away from our land. They want to put fear on us. Don't go, don't do anything. Just go and vote and stand to defend your vote. Look at what he's saying here. Today, he has come to say, P2B will soon be arrested. Watch out. Kanayo or Kanayo. You see, I don't know who they are working for. These are the people who tell you that you must go and vote and die. Die for voting. This is him saying it.
Cause of wars, attacks, are geared towards putting fear into the Igbos to live where they are.
Okay.
And that is not going to work. They want them to flee to the east and return after the elections. It's not going to work. This video is to speak boldness into our Southeast brothers and sisters, to make them understand that he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day.
Now,
there's no need.
He is putting boldness on his Southeast brothers and sisters, that those who live to fight or run away, whatever he was saying, is going to fight again. Now ask yourself, is he telling P2B to run away, or is he telling P2B to stay and fight to finish? You see, you don't know these people. We know these people very well, more than you people. The man that was encouraging you that don't listen to those of us who were telling you that you put your life in danger, he said, no, don't run away, stay there. You must vote P2B. Today, ask yourself, what is he intend to gain? What is his intention in telling P2B to be arrested? Thank you very much, Okoli. Okoli, I see that there is a super chat on the screen. Okoli, you have just tried super chat, but it's like the super chat is not, the money is not showing, so it didn't go through very well. Ethel Okoli, thank you very much. Whether it went through or it didn't go through, I thank you very much for trying it. Very important. It works, but what we did not see yet is the bubble effect. The bubble effect will work, very soon. So please, just bear with us. Somebody have just tried the super chat. Did you see it? Did you see how it pop up on the screen? This is interesting, But very soon, it is not only this. You are going to see that bubble. It will call attention of everybody. That bubbles that bubbling like this, and the Biafra flag, everything is going to be seeing it. So this is a very good try. Thank you very much, Airtel, for trying this super chat, and and the thing came to the screen immediately. Innovation is power. Innovation is power. Even YouTube cannot do this. All right. So I want you all to understand that this man today is telling you that P2B will be arrested. Now, what exactly is he trying to pass? What information is he trying to pass to P2B? Is he still the same man telling you to stay and fight and kill yourself and die for P2B, and Nigeria is going to be back, and they are going to take Nigeria back, and they are going to do this and do that, and do this and do that? Is it the same man? Let us read. The Nollywood veteran actor whatever has raised concern over the safety of the Labour Party LP presidential candidate. Over the Labour Party presidential candidate. Now, ask yourself, why is this man? If you are watching, please refresh the page. You are going to see it. Ethel Okoli, still, he didn't. I can see you again. This is a super chat. Ethel Okoli on the screen, boldly written on the screen with Biafra flag. I thank you for testing this super chat. You can refresh your page. You can refresh where you are watching so that it will get update from what we are. Because as I'm live now, engineers are working on the page. Believe me, they are working on the page and everything is being set up. And we are going to make sure that this platform is something that you've never seen anywhere. So you can refresh your page. When you refresh it, you are going to see the effect of how the super chat comes to the screen and all that. The question you should be asking yourself now is, what exactly does this man want? He is not concerned about P2B. But when he was making this video, he was not concerned about you, Ndibo. He was not concerned that you will be killed. He was not concerned that your market could be destroyed. He was not concerned at all. But here now, he is not concerned about P2B. The same P2B, under his shadow, he was hiding to push you to your early death and then also to destroy your means of livelihood.
Do not try to make any attempt to stay out of where you reside, because that's a design to reduce our numbers.
Are you hearing that?
We don't have to die many times before our death.
Are you hearing that? We don't need to die many times. Okay? We don't need to die many times, but now he don't want P2B to die many times. He don't want P2B to stay to fight. He's telling P2B that they want to arrest him. I don't understand though. And these are the people who want to rescue Nigeria from I don't know which from which hand. I don't know the hand they want to rescue it from. But I want you to see the hypocrite, the confusion, confused people that so many people are following.
Death will come when it will come, yes.
All right.
Nobody's going to die.
All right.
It is very critical, this election. I will stay put wherever we are. That's the only way 25% of votes in the 36 states of the Federation can be guaranteed for our brother P2B.
Okay.
He rose from a man of the Southeast extraction to a national movement and consciousness. That we must accept. Now let me bring some basic facts to you. From the facts released by INEC, voter registration, at the time of the report I got, the Southeast has 10.5 million something votes. South-South, 14.226 votes. Southwest, 17 point something. So total for the South is 42 point something million votes. Voters registered, actually. North Central, 14.3 something million. Northeast, 12 point something million.
All right.
Northwest, 21 point something million. Total for the North, 47 point something million. So grand total voter registration as released by INEC could be about 89 point something million.
Okay.
Well, in the last update of the report which I got, the Southeast Igbo with PVC's residents, the Southeast Igbo with PVC residents is 10.5 million. The Southeast Igbo with PVC's resident in the 19 northern states plus Abuja, 12.8 something million votes.
Okay.
That's 27%. The Southeast Igbo with PVC's resident in South-South, 6 point something million votes, 43%. The Southeast Igbo with PVC's resident in the Southwest, 6.5 million, that's 36%.
While he was reading all this nonsense, we warned them about Nigeria. While he was reading this nonsense, I came here to warn him, warn those shiftlessly following him, warn all of them about Nigeria. Now, we know Nigeria better than them. They were believing in numbers. They were believing in nonsense. But we warn them. They don't want to listen. And if you see baka, because some of them are targeting something. Why he was doing this thing is not because he think that P2B is going to do any magic. No. Why he was doing this thing is so that he is going to be given appointment. Minister of Information, Minister of Nollywood, Minister of Bollywood, Minister of Umuwai, Minister of Ndi, Minister of Kedu Mafia, Minister of whatever they call them, Mr. Representing Ndibo and Igbo culture. That's all. How P2B can appoint them, That's all. He was not doing this because he has the interest of Ndibo at heart. And if you think that, prove me wrong. Has he condemned the killing of Ndibo in Lagos? No. This same man, has he condemned the burning of market in Lagos? No. So, when they come to pretend they have the interest of Ndibo, they are all liars, scammers. Today, he is telling P2B that they are going to arrest you. Why is he doing that? Is he now into whistle blowing? Is he now an intelligent spy for P2B? So where did he come to begin to say they are going to arrest P2B? I just want you people to understand the conflict of interest, confusion. in the people that some people are listening to?
Igbo population nationwide with PVCs is 36 point something million.
Happy Ume. Happy Ume, thank you very much for your super chat. It is showing on the screen. Yes, I like to see this thing happening. The one I want to see more is when it is beginning to show that effect. When that glowing effect of Biafra flag and picture of Onye Ndumazi Nnamdi Kanu and the heart of Biafra begin to glow. Boom, 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 boom. That is the kind I want to see that. It gives joy to those supporting what we are doing. It gives joy to those. It gives those for those who support what we are doing. I want to see that boom, 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 boom. So I'm waiting for it to start. I believe from tomorrow we are going to have that particular effect of boom, 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 boom. I want to see that. I want to see how it is going to be in this screen. All right, thank you, Ume, for your support. Now, let us continue to listen.
Now, this shows you, the Igbo man, that there's no cause for alarm. Just do your own. Get your PVC. We are our own problems when we keep on saying our votes will not count. Let us harness this and put them into effective use for our own benefit. We are not campaigning for our Igbo brother. He's been accepted by Nigeria. If he's accepted by Nigeria, we must not be the enemy. Forget about those who never spoke from the altar of God that he's not going to win and said, are they God?
All right.
They are not.
All right.
That's a talk for another day.
Okay.
We can't allow people to put fear into us.
Now, we can't allow people to put fear into us. I don't know. What is he trying to do here? Is he trying to encourage P2B? Is he now embracing Tinubu? Because I don't understand. Is he now embracing Tinubu? Or is he trying to put fear on P2B? So what exactly is he trying to do? He said we should forget those trying to put fear in them. So I want to ask him, Etel Okoli, again, thank you very much for your super chat. I want to ask him again, what exactly is he trying to do here? Is he trying to encourage P2B or is he trying to put fear in P2B? The same man is telling you, I want you to listen.
Our Igbo brother, he's been accepted by Nigeria. If he's accepted by Nigeria, we must not be the enemy. Forget about those who never spoke from the altar of God that he's not going to win and said, are they God? They are not. That's a talk for another day. We can't allow people to put fear into us so that our children will suffer.
Okay.
Perception could be reality, but it's not going to affect us. So the Abdul figure in relation to the Igbos must be kept.
Okay.
One can see that from what I just read, the Southeast with PVCs nationwide are the highest in voter strength and spread.
Okay.
So there's no cause for alarm.
All right.
Just cast your own vote.
Okay.
If we are well coordinated with our brothers in Kogi, Benue, Rivers, Anioma, Akwa Ibom, and so on, Cross River, we're not counting on Igbo votes.
Okay.
We need others to win the elections.
Okay.
All Nigerians are already behind Mr. Peter Obi.
All right.
Let's not think that our votes cannot count and therefore deny our brother Peter Obi.
Say you should not think that your vote will. I have been right all along. Nnamdi Kanu have been right all along. They don't want to validate Nnamdi Kanu. They don't want to, acknowledge him. But it is always like this. So let us bring one of them and listen to what this man say and ask yourself, what is his position today? And
for me to be honest with you, I have to go back a little bit. But let me start with the situation that we're facing in this country today. If you believe that those that are in power in Nigeria today would ever contemplate the possibility of giving power to an Igbo man in 2023 or thereafter, then you still haven't fully understood the challenge and the problem that we have in this country today. You need to understand that the mindset of some of these people, not all, some, but those that Buhari represents, that is his own clique within the Fulani ruling class, not all Fulanis, but his own clique, who are in power today. Their mindset is that the most dangerous people in this country and the people that they must suppress more than any other are the people of the Southeast. And you need to understand that before the Civil War, and I need to go back in history because that's a damn good question and it deserves a clear answer, a thorough answer. Let's go back a little bit. Before the Civil War, these same people, he, for example, was active then. And you need to remember the role that they played on the night of July 29th, 1966, when the Northern Officers counter coup took place, and 300 Igbo officers were killed in one night, including an Igbo head of state. He was involved, and many of them that are running this country in that cabal today were involved, or supported it. They said it was to pay back for what had happened in January 15th, 1966. Now, after that, what happened? The same people unleashed their people on Igbo civilians in the northern part of this country, and the figure that is often cited is 30,000 were killed. It's not true. Closer to 100,000. Not only were they killed, people, women had their stomachs cut open, and little babies were pulled out and their heads were dashed against the wall. That is what they did then in 1966, before the Civil War. And the Igbos were slaughtered like flies all over the north by these same people. They went rushing back to the east, where they believed they were safe. And the position was this: the leader of the core northern Muslims within the army, Murtala Muhammad, urged Gawan, who was head of state, to march on the east immediately and wipe out the Igbos. Gawan, to his credit, refused to do that and said, no, let's negotiate. And the negotiations started. They broke down, then there was a civil war. In that civil war, 3 million Igbos were killed by federal forces. They were killed by all of us. I'm from the Southwest. I take responsibility for that, as every other Nigerian ought to. Civilians, not soldiers. 3 million, including 1 million children, subjected to genocide, subjected to mass murder, subjected to ethnic cleansing by us. The war ended. We did not apologize. Instead, what did we do? What did we do? We took all their property in the name of abandoned property. We gave them £20, even if they had $1 million in the bank. And we said, come back, no victor, no vanquished. Biggest lie from the pit of hell. There was a victor and there was a vanquished. And we all know who was who. They came back into Nigeria and we reintegrated them. But even with all the reintegration, no Igbo man could be trusted to be General Officer Commanding GOC until Obasanjo came to power in 1999. Igbos were not allowed to rise up within the military or in any power configuration in the country. It was.
I want you to understand that he was saying this thing until 2023. So what kind of human beings are these? He was saying this thing until 2023. Ask him, where is he today? He has joined a gang of those who don't want to sing the Igbo. He is now singing the praises that Igbos should leave Lagos. He is the one that this is exactly the same spirit with this man called Kanayo. They are the same people, the same character, the same confused people. This man was saying this thing before 2019 general election. Today, he has joined the people he was condemned. I want people to watch. This is why consistency is the key. We are not shifting, no matter what. Our stand is our stand. There is nothing would make us to move to shift an inch. That is what makes us different. That's why we have defeated all of them. That is why anybody that fights us will go down. Because our yes is yes and our no is no.
So it was something that was understood, that you never put an Igbo man in a position of real power. You can give him appointments, but you don't put him in a position of real power. Okay. Obasanjo came, made General Abiaku, I think his name was, GOC. And then from there, Jonathan came, he appointed the Chief of Army Staff. Okay? Yes, my wife's name, Eheji Reka. You know, he appointed an Igbo Chief of Army Staff. Okay? And we thought things would go on that way. There would be a reintegration of the Igbos. And Obasanjo in
Ajare Raphael Ajare Chiamaka, thank you very much. Your name is flashing on the screen on Super Chat. Although I do not know, I think the thing is pending, but at least your name is flashing there. Thanks for trying the new innovation. Our bubbles and glowing bubbles is yet to work. We are working very hard to see it work. So I think by tomorrow you will be having this kind of bubbles when you make Super Chat.
Integrated many Igbos, people like Obi and Yuba, so many came in and playing key roles, key positions. We thought things would get better. And unfortunately for us though, in 2015 everything changed because Nigerians elected, in quotation marks, a man that had, again I say it again, a different worldview and went back to the pre-1966 disposition and mentality of things. And that position was that Igbos cannot be trusted, Igbos have no rights, Igbos are members of he called them 5%, I believe, that didn't vote for him. And his mindset was he would teach Igbos the lesson of their lives. And he has done precisely that. If the killings had stopped then, I would have said, okay, fine. Everything we said is history. But sadly, it didn't stop. Igbo youths, IPOB youths, Igbo nationalists have been killed under this government. More have been killed than at any other time during this, apart from during the Civil War, under this government. Igbos have been hopelessly marginalized by the government. Igbos have been treated with contempt by this government. Not just Igbos, Southerners, Christians, and Middle Belters. They've added that one as well. And that's what's going on. And what the Igbos were subjected to by all of us in 1966 is what we are all being subjected to now by those that are around Buhari. Now, going to your question, given all that, before I come to that, let me just add this. IPOB says they want to have a referendum. They want the right to self-determine. And you label them as terrorists when none of them has ever carried a gun, as far as I'm aware. I was in prison with Nnamdi Kanu. I had extensive discussions with him. I got to know him. I understood his mindset, and I could feel his pain for his people. Yet they say they want to have a referendum. You say they're terrorists. Meanwhile, those that are butchering our people every day in the name of ethnic domination and hegemony, in the name of furthering the ambitions and the aspirations of...
But the same man, just the same man who claimed to have been in the prison with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have refused to talk for the past 2 years. He has refused to talk for the past 2 years. They have refused to join voices with other people to call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is being illegally detained, extrajudicially being detained. The same man who knows all these things, the same man who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu voiced his heart to in prison, the same man have refused to talk today. He has joined the people that he was condemning here. I want you people to see the mental state of those who have made decisions that have affected you and affected your future today. Let's continue.
Of Usman Danfodio, and Samadu Bello and Buhari himself, the three Madis, you don't call them terrorists. You pat them on the back, you refuse to arrest any of them. And you say what they're doing is okay. You encourage them. Okay? And the same you, free Boko Haram terrorists, the same you once said that you want to apply Sharia all over the country. The same you said Muslims should only vote for Muslims. The same you says an attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the North. The same you has said so many things which implicitly are on line and on all fours with the Boko Haram philosophy. These are the people that have been ruling us for 5 years. And the same you has empowered the Fulani to a point that they have everything now. And you really believe that those people in 2023 will sit down and say that they will allow a situation to arise whereby the one they hate the most can possibly take power in this country? They will not allow that to happen. Now, if you ask me what I think that would be the way forward as an individual. That if you really want to appease the Southeast, indeed the people of the South, why on earth not? Why shouldn't we have that? But the reality is that those that control the levers of power are diametrically opposed to that philosophy. They don't pretend not to be. They will never deny it. And they're not even hiding it. So they won't allow that to happen. What they will tell you at the very best is possibly will give vice presidency to the Southeast. And in a situation like that, if they did that, and the northern president came to power, and something happened to him, I assure you they will never let an Igbo man take power. It's their mindset. Even the one that's there now, the Yoruba man that's there, VG. If anything happens to Buhari, I doubt very much they'll let him take power. The position that they have adopted is that power must remain in the north, in perpetuity for as long as possible. And they have rationalized it over and over again. So that's the situation that we're in. But left to me, two things. The first thing is this. That would go a long way to heal the wounds of the past. An apology for what we did to the Southeasterners and to the Igbos during the Civil War. Secondly, proper compensation and reparations for what we did to them. Thirdly, to now openly come forward and say, let an Igbo man be president of Nigeria. Because they've never had an elected Igbo, we've never had an Igbo man leading us with power. Let it happen. That is what I would suggest. That's the first one. The other one is this. If it is, you can't do that. And if it is, that the time for that has passed, because many Igbos will tell you, particularly those that share the philosophy of people like Nnamdi Kanu and even Massop philosophy, they will tell you they're not interested in that anymore. Then the other thing you can do is say, allow them to determine their own future, just as the people of Scotland were allowed to determine theirs, just as Britain, the United Kingdom, was allowed to determine hers when it came to Brexit, just as so many other countries in the world, through a referendum and exercising the right of self-determination. And I think that would make far more sense than to say just give them an Igbo presidency, which you and I know is not likely to happen. Let me end with this, okay? We are approaching 2020.
All right, you see, that's exactly the people that are now, all the same, confused people. They are the one now on the other side doing what you see. Whatever he was saying here is the fact. And those of you from Twitter, join us on Enter Biafra. Thank you. We are switching to Enter Biafra. Enter Biafra. Those of you on Twitter, join us on Enter Biafra. Click the link and join us. Thank you. Right, because we are entering interactive section now, so we are going to pull everybody to Enter Biafra. So I want you people to understand that this, what you see happening now, is how not to follow foolish people. People that changes according to who talks to them. They change their principles, and that reminds me, I'm going to play our Mandela. Our Mandela. Let's see what Mandela have to say. People that changes according to who talk to them. When you change your principle according to who you meet, that kind of person is not supposed to be a leader. If you change your principle according to who talked to you, you are not supposed to be a leader.
For anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
And that is exactly the problem. Any person who changes his principle depending on who he is dealing with, that is not a man who can lead a nation. Now, this is the reason why everything is nose diving, because the people that are leading these foolish people, following Obi and all of them, are people that changes their principles according to who they meet. All the people that are following, we the Biafra agitators, we don't change our principle. Have you seen us changing our principle? Have you seen us changing on anything we want to do? Have you seen us changing? We don't change. We don't change. And that is why we have been able to defeat them, defeat Nigeria. That is why you are seeing the number on the screen. That is why over 20 million people boycotted the election in Biafra land. Because we don't change our principles according to who we meet. That is why the criminals we expelled can no longer talk. That is why none of them are coming on social media anymore. Because there are people that changes their principles according to who bring the biggest money to them. Today we are not even reachable by the politicians, not to talk of listening to them. We don't change. Even if they contact us, we don't change. We don't change our principle. We don't change our plan. We don't change everything we want to do to get Biafra. That particular template to get Biafra, we are following it, and we're not going to change. We're not going to move an inch. We're not going to adjust. There is nothing like adjust. We don't adjust. Rather, we add more intense action. We don't adjust. So I want everybody to understand that what you see us doing now is to show you how and why they are failing, and why you are failing with them. You follow these people that changes their principles according to who comes to them. Today, before election, he tells you, go and vote Obi, don't run. Today, he said, the other day, he said, they are trying to scare Biafrans out of other part of Nigeria. Don't run, stay there and vote Obi. Now he's telling Obi, they want to arrest you. So what is he trying to do? Tell Obi to run away from Nigeria? I want people to understand that we are bringing Biafra this year. We are bringing Biafra. And these things we have achieved now is some of the things that we are going to use to get Biafra. Believe me, this election result is an achievement for Biafra people. If you don't know it now. And we are going to use it judiciously in international community, in whoever we are making friends with. It is a fact, figures that will be used for Biafra liberation this